Hello everyone, this is Knowledge Topper, and in this video we learn about a very important topic, and that is minutes of meeting, or you can say meeting minutes. I will explain you guys through examples that what is the purpose of writing minutes of meeting and why we write minutes of meeting. I will also show you a sample where minutes of meeting is used. We also talk about that. We also discuss that how you can write minutes of meeting so you can properly and completely understand about minutes of meeting or meeting minutes. So let's start it. So first we must know that what minutes of meeting look like, and we will look at the definition. So first, so you better know that what minute of meeting is. So here, as you see, it is written here that minutes of meeting or meeting minutes are a helpful tool for recording meeting activities. Means there are a lot of meetings in organization, and they would like to have a record. We would like to know that what is the purpose of recording these minutes later when we actually see that the purpose of meeting of minute, groups or individuals accomplishments, and for providing a record for the group's activities, programs and issues. So many organizations have this ability to record particular meeting of minutes, so they properly have the record of their meeting. And the main purpose of recording these kinds of meeting minutes is they must have an official record of the organization's business. So they must know that at this meeting or at this date these particular issues should be highlighted, and they pass such and such agendas as well. And the second one is to record highlight procedures, traditional activities like what they perform, and what are the key discussions that they made. So all these things that helps them to look after these kind of solutions if they arise or you can say in future. So the third is tool for informing members not in attendance at a meeting. This is the most important thing that we write about meeting minutes, like why we record meeting minutes. You can say minutes of meeting. Like there are a lot of people or members who is not present on the meeting date as we record important discussions, so it would be better for all of them to carry on the same page before the next meeting. So they must know about the important discussions related to meetings that held in meeting of minute. We store all those information. There's a member who has been elected that has the responsibility to record all of this important key stuff that is going around in the meeting, and he or she is also responsible for the key highlights of the meeting. So they record just because you can say that there are a lot of people who's not present in the meeting. Maybe there are some issues related to their personal life or very important emergencies, so they are not in attendant of that meeting of that particular date. So they should know that what is going around in the meeting and all sorts of that stuff. The fourth purpose is tool to assess and follow up of assignments and decisions and the organizing of the next agenda. Means there are a lot of matters that are partially solved, and there are a lot of decisions. So it would be better to have a follow up, or you can say a continue portion that would reflect the key highlights related to the past, or you can say that the meeting that is recorded lastly. So all of the discussion that has been previously recorded, so they should have the proper record of that, and assignments and decisions that held in organization, and what is the next agenda, or you can say what is the next matter that should be focused on deciding or taking any decision in next meeting. So they all recorded all sorts of that stuff as well. The fifth is can assist when selecting members for award nomination, special programs. There are a lot of achievements as well, or you can say award nominations is also there. So they all record, or any special programs that is going around or that is held in future. So they all discuss about that, and if they nominate their members, selecting members, so they have a proper record, and the key highlights of these meetings is also recorded. So these are the 5 purpose of meeting minutes that we discuss. Now the next thing is what to include in meeting minutes. It is the very most important thing that you all must know. So now we have done with the theory part. Now it is time to implement it, and now it is time to catch up that what are the most important things that how to include in minutes of meetings. So here it is. First of all, we write the name of the organization or committee. Then we are writing the type of meeting. Either it's a regular meeting, either it's a special meeting, etc. Date, time, and place of meeting, very important. Name of presiding officer and minute taker, who is the one who is responsible for taking minutes or recording minutes, and who is the presiding officer. So the name and the minute taker's name should be written in meeting minutes document. Notation of reading of previous minutes. As I told you that it is very important to record the previous meeting minutes highlights, so it would be better to carry on the from where we left. Then we have the all major meeting motions except those withdrawn, and points of order or appeals include name of person making the motion. So like name of person who talks about on a particular agenda, or points of order, you can say appeals related to that, related to particular matter. So the name of that person should be recorded as well, that who is the one who is appealing a motion, or points of order, you can say, or ordering the motion. So the 6th step is names of committee chairperson, their report, and statement of committee assignment with due date. All of that sorts of stuff should be recorded as well. Adjournment time along with date, time, and place of next meeting. We all discuss these types of things. These are the important things that should be recorded, that should be included in minutes of meeting. As I show you the sample, so you would patently know that all of these stuff is included in very important and good minutes of meeting samples. So this is the thing that you should include in minutes of meeting. Now we will look at some hints, then we look at the sample. So these are some tips, and if you want to make your meeting minutes more perfect, then you must follow up these instructions, these hints. First, use full names, not nicknames. Ask the presiding officer to state a motion if you are unsure of exact phrasing. Okay, so use a tape recorder if that's easier for you. Sometimes the speed of the person who's recording meeting of minutes is not that too high, it's not that too quick, you can say. And if they lack in, use a tape recorder if that's easier for you. If you are writing minutes later, just be sure to check with the meeting officer and members first. Ask the name of the person making the motion if you are not sure of their name. Like if someone don't know about the name of a person who is presenting a motion or ordering a motion, then you should ask from other member, so you would betterly and perfectly write the name of that person. State whether or not the motion is passed. Identify major items of business in outline form or by underlining, bolding, etc. Some key highlights, some key aspects. So you would be writing with the bold font, or you can say etc. You can underline as well. So it should be perfectly visible for everyone. Then include all relevant committee or officer reports along with new businesses. So it would be better that there's a supporting document as well. So these are the important hints for you. Now we will look at the sample. This is the best sample that I have, and it would be easy for all of you to understand as well. And all of the things that we discussed earlier, you definitely find in in this sample. So started with the name, as I already told you that Toronto Association of Bookkeepers that write minutes of meeting. They had name April 25th, the date 2019 or whatever date is on that particular meeting date. Opening, the regular meeting of the Toronto Association of Bookkeepers was called to order at 6 p.m. The date, the time, the venue, the location, you can say. Then what are the members' name who is present, and I already told you that write full names and the post they have. For example here, Tatiana Moran, facilitator, Drusa Shyamala, secretary, Saifullah Dagni, board member, and etc. and etc. So these are the names that these members are present in a meeting, and there's only one member who is absent, like James Clarkson, marketing manager. So you should write all of that stuff. Approval of agenda, the agenda was anonymously approved as distributed, and approval of minutes, the minutes of the previous meeting were anonymously approved as distributed. So all of that stuff she should have to be recorded. Business from the previous meeting, some key discussions from the previous meeting, like budget committee report, new hive research. So the mind should be refreshed of all members that where to start this meeting. In approval of agenda here, the agenda was anonymously approved as distributed. What are those agendas that already approved in previous meeting, and approval of minutes that has been approved in previous meeting. All sorts of that stuff has been included in your minutes of meeting document. So then we have additions to the agenda, some key important topics, some key important agendas that we discuss, some key important motions that we discuss in a particular meeting. If the meeting is held today, then we would record all of that sort of stuff, additions to the agenda, and then decide the agenda for next meeting, like marketing plan for gala agenda, farmers market, honey sale. So the names of those agendas should be written like that. Then adjournment, that at what time, at what place, and who is the one who adjourned the meeting. So here is as it is written, meeting was adjourned at 8:30 p.m. by Tatiana Moran. The next general meeting will be at 6 p.m. on May 22nd, 2019 in the Hive, and all sorts of that record should be written in your minutes of meeting. That at last we record minutes submitted by Drusa Shyamala, approved by that person, like Enric Kawa, and this is the last step that we record in minutes of meeting. So minutes of meeting is all look like that. If you want to write your own, I have also a sample, just look like that. See that opening, present members, name of a present members, absent members, approval of agenda, approval of minutes, business from the previous meeting, new business, addition to the agenda, adjournment, minutes submitted by the name of a person who submitted minutes, the name of a person who approved the minutes. So this is the thing that we talk about in our sample. So this is it for today. Hope that you will learn a lot, hope you will understand, and hope that it will help you guys. Thank you so much everyone for this video. Subscribe our channel Knowledge Dropper if you like it, and also like our Facebook page Knowledge Dropper. It's time to say bye bye. Thank you everyone.